The party was a good excuse and cover for going to the Thalmor Embassy. I don't care for the top of Skyrim mixing with the Thalmor like that, and some of them didn't like it either, like Jarl Balgruuf of Whiterun, and Jarl Igmund of Markarth and Jarl Idgrod of Morthal all had the right idea that this was a waste of time, and that they were only there because they felt that they had to be. The rest are just fluff. I gather that Jarl Elisif, the would-be queen of Skyrim, doesn't know the difference, and the embarrassing Jarl Sigir revels in this sort of thing. The fool. It is my hope that our future queen, Jarl Elisif, learns a thing or two before she actually becomes our queen. I do hope that Jarl Sigir comes to some nasty end somehow. My stealth and sneak attacks are greatly improving. I am rather proud of my recent work, though I will credit my smithing and enchanting skills as much as my stealth work though, since they are as much responsible. My infiltration and theft of important documents inside the Thalmor Embassy was very successful, despite finding out that the Thalmor know nothing about why the dragons have returned. We did learn a few things. Namely, that an old blade named Esbern is living in the Riften Ratway, and also that the Thalmor used Ulfric's Stormcloak before, and still consider him an asset. I wonder if they would ever help him fight the war against the Empire, with coin or mercenaries that cannot be traced back to them. If the goal of the Thalmor is to destroy the Empire, then this wouldn't be too far-fetched of an idea. And Ulfric, sadly, I can see him accepting the help, even if knowing where it comes from. As you can see, I don't regard him highly. But even if I am wrong about him, he is still tearing apart the soul of Skyrim, and doing so much damage that this is only helping the Thalmor. If I wrote to go and kill him in Windhelm, no Nord would be on my side. It has to be done honorably, and most Nords accept what Ulfric did to High King Torrig because Torrig agreed to the duel. I cannot see Ulfric standing up to my attack, but then he has no real reason to accept a duel from me, since he has everything to lose, and I am not of any rank above a Thane. To him, I am no better than a commoner. So then, we are stuck with this current situation. Skirmishes are happening all over Skyrim. Forts have been seized by both sides, and until one side decides to attempt to actually take territory from the other and garrison it, then nothing will change. However, the Stormcloaks did try and take Whiterun, which was a disaster on their part, especially with my companions and I defending the city. Since then, I have heard nothing of either side attempting to take territory from the other. But as to Esbern, I will have to go out to Riften and find him. The Thalmor know that I know about him now, and they will no doubt be sending their own agents for him. Let's just hope that I get to him first. Delphine believes he knows a lot about the dragons, which could be very helpful. Maybe he can tell me some things that Delphine and I don't know, something the Greybeards don't even know. Maybe it could be what tips the scales, so to speak, in our favor. Over Alduin. We cannot let this chance slip our grasp, so Serana and I will go to Riften immediately. I have a book I'd like to read. One that I'm curious about. Lost Legends, I just recently picked this up. Lost Legends of Skyrim by Saldar the Elder, Archivist of Winterhold. History of Skyrim is vast, predating even the most ancient records of Man and Myr. Much has been lost, fallen to the ravages of war or the turning of the ages, but nothing is ever truly forgotten. Where no records exist, legends and folktales offer us a key to the past, a way to piece together truths half remembered in the minds of men. For generations, the people of Morthal have told whispered tales of the Pale Lady. Oh, I met her. A ghostly woman who wanders the northern marshes, forever seeking her lost daughter. Some say she steals children who wander astray, others that her sobbing wail strikes dead all those who hear it. But behind these tales may lie a kernel of truth, for ancient records speak of Umbriel, a mysterious figure Ysgramor's heirs battled for decades and finally sealed away. Reachmen tell the story of Pheolin Red Eagle. Oh, I met him too. An ancient king who rallied his people and drove back the armies of Cyrodiil with a flaming sword. Though accounts vary, they too seem to be based on an underlying truth. The imperial chroniclers of Empress Hestra mention a rebel leader of that era who was eventually cornered and slain in battle, at the cost of a full legion of men. But some tales prove far harder to analyze. Among scholars, perhaps the best known is the forbidden legend of the archmage Galdur. In the dawning days of the First Era, the story goes, there lived a powerful wizard by the name of Galdur. Wise and just, he was well known in the courts of King Harold and the Jarls of Skyrim, and his aid and counsel were sought by men and mer alike. And then he was murdered. Some say one of his sons killed him, others that King Harold, jealous of his power, gave the order. But Galdur's 3 sons fled into the night, pursued by a company of Harold's best warriors and the Lord Geirman, the king's personal battle mage. A great chase ensued, from the wilds of the Reach to the glacial north. One brother is said to have perished in the ruins of Folgunthur at the foot of Solitude. The others were run to ground soon thereafter, and once it was done, King Harold ordered every record of their murders destroyed, and Galdur's name and deeds were struck from the rolls of history. Even today, few sources remain, and no bard will tell the tale, but perhaps the truth yet remains in some ancient ruin, waiting to be unearthed, for nothing is ever truly forgotten. Legend of the Archmage Galdur. He was a powerful wizard, wise and just, but they took his name off? In the courts of King Harold and Jarls of Skyrim. Then he was murdered, but why would they strike his name and deeds from the rolls of history? Sounds like his sons did him wrong. Or maybe he did something to upset the king. I don't know. Another book I want to read. I have it. It's about what happened to the Blades. I don't know if I've read that. The Rise and Falls of the Blades. By Anonymous. There are many that still remember the Blades. There are fewer that can pass down their stories, their origins, and their downfall. My father could. In his proudest moments he said to me, "You keep secrets like the Blades." The Blades were good at keeping secrets. They didn't write down much. They passed information carefully between their spies in every province to their elite members that protected the emperors. Even amongst their members, they kept much secret. Most associate the Blades with the ceremonial Akaviri armor and curved longswords. One can trace the Blades back to the fiercest warriors of Akavir, the Dragon Guard. It was there, just as they would do in Tamriel, that they protected rulers in their kingdom. But recent discoveries show it to be much more than that. Many classic texts tell us of adventures to Akavir, known as the Dragonlands of the East. Many from Tamriel have attempted to conquer it, most famously Emperor Uriel V and his 10th Legion in the Third Era, 288, is documented in the Imperial Dispatch Disaster at Dioneth. Yes, I've read the book. Dragons have long been legend in Akavir, and many believe that their brief appearance in Tamriel's history are those that escaped Akavir, for it was there that they were hunted and killed off by the Dragon Guard. The Dragon Guard would follow those that fled to Tamriel in the late First Era. Invading from the north, the Dragon Guard met not only dragons but the men of Skyrim, who don't meet invasions with pitchers of mead. The Dragon Guard cut a path through Skyrim, and it was not until they were stopped by Riemann Cyrodiil during the battle at Pale Pass that the invasion came to an end. It was Riemann who united the human lands of Cyrodiil and defeated the Akaviri invaders. Riemann is one of the first documented and widely accepted of the mythic Dragonborn, those anointed by Akatosh and Alessia themselves. Born with the soul of a dragon, is what his followers would say. Reports differ widely on the nature of the battle at Pale Pass, but the end result is the same, that the remaining Dragon Guard, upon hearing the voice of Riemann Cyrodiil, knelt and swore their lives to him, their conqueror and savior. Fragments from late First Era texts refer to the warriors dropping to their knees saying, "We were not hunting, or did not intend," author rough translation. Continuing, "We have been searching for you." They protected Riemann with their lives, as well as his descendants. As the Riemann dynasty ushered in Tamriel's second era, it was through these years that their reach extended, and their order grew to become the Blades. Their conquests of the dragons complete, they only sought to protect the Dragonborn, and through him, the Empire. They reached their height late during the Third Era under the rule of the Septim Emperors. Despite their numbers, they kept their secrecy. The most visible and well documented were the members who personally guarded the Emperor, still wearing the original Akaviri armor. But that was just the tip of the spear, for the Blades were a larger organization, stretching to every corner of Tamriel. These agents were of every race. They were merchants, thieves, craftsmen, mages, and warriors, all acting as spies, protecting the Empire as needed, and operating in secret. They often acted alone, but some fragments speak of them meeting in secret fortresses across the continent. The most famous being Cyrodiil's Cloud Ruler Temple, where they hung the swords of those slain, protecting the Dragonborn. Other maps speak of Wind Scour Temple under the great expanse of Hammerfell's Alikir Desert, Skyhaven Temple in the mountains of Skyrim, and the Storm Talon Temple east of Wayrest. They were known to have a Grand Master who often lived amongst the people, unknown to others. The nature of their communications, meeting places, and missions were known to only a few elite members. The only two to know all were the Grand Master himself and the Chronicler, whose only job was to make sure the group's mission was never known, but never lost. With the death of Uriel Septim, the Seventh, and his son Martin, the Third Era came to a close, with the Blades fortifying themselves deep within Cyrodiil's Cloud Ruler Temple, as they waited for a Dragonborn to return when they would be called upon again. The Empire of the Fourth Era no longer saw the Blades openly protecting it, or the Emperors. That role is now filled by the Penitus Oculatus, a purely imperial organization, but the Blades continued their secret work to watch for the Dragonborn and guard against future enemies. The Blades were among the first to see the signs that the Thalmor of Aldemari Dominion would not remain isolated within their borders forever. They could do what the Penitus Oculatus servant to imperial policy could not, and thus earn the lasting hatred of the Thalmor. The warnings of the Blades were proved right, as is well known to all. The great war between the Empire and the Thalmor consumed the Empire and nearly destroyed it. Emperor Titus Mede II eventually brokered peace with the Thalmor, but at a price many of us still bear. The reach and destructive nature of the Thalmor is known to many. Authors note in my family firsthand. They are not fools. They knew early on that the Blades were an enemy, so they hunted them throughout the Great War. Some were killed defending their temples, others as they slept in their hideaways alone. Some fought, some ran, some hid, but the Thalmor found them all. There are those that say the Blades still exist around us, in hiding from the Thalmor, waiting as they have done time and time again, for a Dragonborn to return, for one to protect, for one to guide them. I actually don't think I've read that book, ever. I've heard about the Blades, of course, but I don't think I've read this one. Well, we're going to go and find Esbern.
Do you need something?
Yeah, we're going to go to Riften and find Esbern. We can go right now. It's the afternoon. Right, let's head out. It's nice to have a home here.
I've been trying to find the right moment, but here, I got this for you.
Oh, thank you. We could have used that, actually. Wouldn't have had to kill so much Thalmor. But killing Thalmor is always a good thing. Yes, it's nice to have a home in Riften. Kind of out of the way, and nice warm home that's tended by my housecarl. Protected, and he always makes sure there's enough firewood and food there. Of course I have to pay, but... Oh, so the Ratway is here. The Thalmor are just as puzzled as we are why dragons are returning. I learned that they are looking for a blade named Esbern, who Delphine says is an expert on ancient dragon lore. We need to find him before the Thalmor do. Search the Ratway for Esbern's hideout. But you know what, there was somebody else here that... Okay, oh, the Solitude sewers. Why was I guess when I hear sewers I think of the Ratway. After studying the journals of both the Saints and Seducers, bandit leaders, I've learned that Thoron is conducting dangerous experiments in the Solitude sewers, using a strange sword. Okay, so that has nothing to do with Riften. Always ravens here. Some think that that's because of the, oh, was that nocturnal? Ravens are her thing. Okay, so we're to find Esbern. They may be onto this. Whoa!
Who's there?
What is wrong with you?
Ashes to ashes.
She's got a note on her. What was that about? She looked like she was just a commoner, not a bandit or anything like that. Where was the letter? Right, where's the letter? Here, Shavari's note. I have good reason to believe the target will be coming to Riften in the next few days. Discretion is preferred, but elimination of the target is of the highest priority. The usual restrictions on exposure are lifted. You will be reassigned outside Skyrim if necessary without penalty. Do not fail me. E. Elenwen. She's working for the Thalmor. Oops. Good riddance, son.
Watch what you're doing.
Shut up. What have you seen down here?
We won't give you any more trouble.
Yeah, you better not. This place is more extensive than I thought it would be. I haven't explored the whole place, but why would I want to? It's the sewers.
Ah, the smell here.
Yes.
Let's try to handle this quickly.
If you can't deal with the smell here, what was it like in your father's catacombs? What does this do again? Oh. There's some real crazies down here. And I don't know where to go. I just have to explore. We did look around a bit before. Eee. Yeah, we've been here before. This is where I had one of my last swords. I had that sword for a long time. Ugh, skeever. I don't know where to go. People clearly live down here. Stored food, bed on the ground. Well, there's only one way to go, this way. Someone's boots. For some reason I thought that was a skeever sitting there staring at me. Oh. How'd you get up there? I did lower it down, didn't I? I think I did. This looks like where we were. Okay, let's go back down. Oh, it's locked. Well, either I haven't been this way or somebody's locked it. I think we've been here, have we not? Oh, this goes to the Ragged Flagon. It's just not helping me. Some naked dead guy on the ground. We were just through here. I can't pick this lock. Some covered well up there. I don't know where to go. Ah! Hey, You're so ugly. This was someone's pet and I'm not going to kill it. Why don't you, wait for me in the city? Just get out of here. Go to Solitude. I plan to go there. Spend some time there. Don't know what it's going to do. You would think people would kill it once it gets there. We'll see if it survives. If it does, maybe it's worthy of having. There's something, I don't know. Okay, well... Map of this place is not really helping. What if I go here, make all rights? Alright. Bring me to an area I have not been to. Hard to make all rights. Yeah, I've already passed it. How do you get in there? Well... Got it. Alright, Serana, come up. What if I turning around? Well, maybe. This is where we started. This leads out. Huh. Okay, maybe it's a different part of the sewers. We'll go look. Perhaps they meant Beggar's Row. Always considered this part of the Ratway as well. If not, I don't know where to go. What is Beggar's Row exactly? It's just like more of the same to me. Oh, you're that, Oh, sorry, she's a very attractive woman. Hey.
Yes?
How could you be homeless?
Good morning.
Oh, watch out for this one. The eyes. The eyes tell all.
Need something?
I'm not going to take their stuff. I guess this is just where those who are homeless come. Hello?
Good morning.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Oh, she's got a little bit of everything. I do want salt. And she doesn't have any salt. She's got a lot of food. I don't know, maybe she's giving stuff to the homeless here. The beggars. You know what? I'm looking at my stuff, that's why. Well, she doesn't have that much food. Lots of potions, though. And yes, it's not my stuff. Gold diamond ring. Could use one of those. Anyways, we'll keep looking. Okay, we've come down to the Ragged Flagon. I don't know if anybody will know if there's different ways throughout this place. I think that there is in here, actually, through the Ragged Flagon. Ragged Flagon. But I don't know. I'll have to ask.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Hey.
Hi there.
It's been a long time since anyone joined us. Seems like people are in a rush to leave.
Not anymore. Know of an old guy hiding out in Riften named of Esbern?
Lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name, but he's paid good money for nobody to know he's down here.
Ah.
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place.
Well, that's what I heard,
Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut.
Right, so the old guy hiding down here, where does he live?
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him.
That's all you know. Who else is looking for Esbern?
Dangerous-looking elves who didn't give their
What?
names. Draw your own conclusions.
They came in here and asked? Ugh. Anyways, what's the word around the guild?
I haven't seen so much celebrating in years. Mercer is dead. We have a new guildmaster, and things are finally looking up. I only hope we can restore the guild to its former glory after all the damage that's been done.
Okay. Somebody fall into the water? Anyways, we got to get going. Seems like the,
Shall
Sure,
be troubling
what
ya?
can I do for you?
I need a drink. Anything will do.
That's a short Altamar.
Okay.
Hey? You are Altamar, right? Yeah, she's very short. I can't really tell. I think so. The eyes.
Oh, did you need something?
Let's get going. Someone's guar. But this is... We were just outside of there. There's a different place that we can access called the Ratway Vaults.
Is it possible? I distinctly heard
This
that
way.
loud.
There's a place I haven't been too much. But I take it the elves came into the Ratway asking for Esbern, then left. Since the bartender would have told him. Thalmor. Alright. Let's not be seen or heard.
Huh?
Woof, woof, woof.
All right, let's do this.
They know we're here. Or do they?
Foolish human.
Sneaking past me? A grave mistake.
They fall pretty easy to me. Right. Still, would have been nice to take them down with stealth, but they heard me cast that spell. I wonder if this one could have said something to us. Hey, can you speak? I know you're dead. Well, I don't think those will be the only ones.
That Esbern must be pretty tolerable towards literal shit. Because that's what I smell. Even trying my hardest to ignore it.
Yeah, good thing you're not a vampire anymore. Yeah, it does smell bad in here. Worse than I remember, actually. I'm just trying to ignore it. I don't want any food. A lot of times food sucks in and absorbs the smell you're around. I definitely don't want to eat garlic that smells like shit. Ugh, the idea. Oil down below. Now remember this, we have been here. Chest. Ugh. That's disturbing. Pretty sure yeah. Thieves marked it as treasure. I emptied that. Shut your thing up. Ugh. Going to give us away. Those are probably the lookouts. They were just standing there. The Thalmor. A potion here. Illusion. Alright. Doesn't smell so bad right here. Blackbriar mead. And, well, I cooked this last night, rabbit haunch. Got a little hurt. This is the furthest I've ever been. I haven't been this far, I don't think. In the Ratway. I wonder if it comes out at one of the nearby islands or lands or ruins nearby.
I certainly would not like our cover to be blown.
I don't know. Guess what it is. Hey, wait, just wait. Serena, we unlock it. There. Watch out. Maybe we found his home? Ooh.
Ink pot, stone, bucket, book, knife.
That was weird. Who sits in a room dark like that? Huh. You're not Esbern, are you? Hey, who are you?
He explained it all to me.
Who?
Before, when I still understood. I don't remember, but I still know.
What? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you like an ex-Imperial? Anyways, we'll leave you be.
He'll tell you. Just ask. You don't even need to ask. He'll tell you anyway.
I guess this is the, where the real crazies go to live. Sheogorath has taken them all.
Stone. No, no, no.
That's where we came through, right? So, upstairs. Who's this? Hey, hey, hey. Fine, whatever.
Come here, come here, come here, come here.
Go away. Crazy thing.
Ink pot, stone, bucket,
What?
book,
What's that?
knife.
What did the... Are you, Dunmore?
Out with it, fool.
Who are you? Watch out. Don't push me, please, Surin. I don't know what this one is. I can't even see its face. But it has dark Dunmore-like skin. Hey.
Why do you disturb me, mortal? I've nothing to discuss with you.
Wish to know the name of the one who haunts these warrens. Is that you?
I am Dagrilon, the greatest and most powerful mage who ever lived. But that was then. I live no more.
You certainly smelt it.
You are right to trust your nose, for it reveals the truth where the others lie. Yet you are a fool to use such insolence, for I am as much the harbinger of death as my flesh is slave to its whim.
You mentioned you were a mage?
No, worm, I did not. To call me a mage is to call the Direni Tower a fortress, and the Red Year a fire. It is a testament to my prowess that I exist on the mortal plane, even as my body decays in death's hollow
You
embrace.
some kind of lich, then? You call me a worm, but it's your body that's infested with them.
Curb your tongue, fool. I have wandered Tamriel for over half a millennium, and silenced thousands of impudent voices with a single flame.
Only a lich could survive for such a long period of time.
Like a fish scuttling on land, you flap your gills, your feeble mind attempting to grasp what is beyond your comprehension. Lichdom is a fool's bargain, for necromancers content spending eternity as skinless wraiths. With a sleight of hand, they control their corpse like an avatar, as their souls are bound to phylacteries. I did not prescribe to such cheap necromancer tricks. I sought the path to true immortality through the techniques developed by the Sijic monks.
Oh, I've heard of them. Tell me about these techniques.
The Sijics could send their voices across great distances, their voices manifesting as living ghosts in the ether of conjured space. It is even said that the Sijics could disrupt the flow of time, moving freely in the infinitesimal space between this world and the void. I succeeded in achieving the opposite, to have my body held in stasis as time flowed around me.
Well, good for you. So, that doesn't seem to be working out too well for you.
Your pathetic taunts mean nothing to me, mortal. Time did not vanquish me. It was betrayal.
How were you betrayed?
The spell surrounded my body in a cocoon of lost time, at which point I would be invulnerable from all outside influence as time passed around me. However, in the instant I returned to the mortal plane, my body would be at its most vulnerable, as the soul sought to gain control of its faculties. The assailant knew this, but the fool was careless.
What do you mean by careless?
The blow was struck as most of my soul remained in the void, and my body had yet to return to time. When the spell was interrupted, my body became trapped in slowed time. As such, it took 50 years for my soul to regain consciousness. It took 100 years for the dagger's wound to bleed out of my neck. 200 years before I could conjure movement beyond the slow of time. Yet, 2 centuries later, my body still continues to wait for a spell that will never finish and a time that will never resume its normal pace.
Oh, weird. Huh. There must be a reason for your fixation with death.
Your pitiful mind clings to beginnings and ends, when the point of the matter lies between. It is decay that I find abhorrent. Metal rusting, wood withering, skin rotting. This disease of time is what I aimed to rectify. Even now, as you stand here before me, mortal, the sweat pours from your body. The water trickles from the ceiling, cutting away the stone at your feet. The mold grows in the shadows, poisoning the air with its toxic spores. It matters not if the subject is a great man, a majestic palace, or a shrine to the gods. Decay will claim them all.
Decay is a natural part of life. The impermanence of beauty is why it's special.
Foolish
I don't actually believe
thoughts
that,
hiss
but
from
I've
a
heard it.
tongue that knows only youth. In time, mortal, you will look upon your reflection and see nothing more unnatural.
Alright, well, good luck. Whatever
Be
you are.
gone.
Daedric weapon. Daedric dagger. This is a different door.
Go away!
Huh? Are you Esbern? Open the door, I'm a friend.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, Delphine sent me.
Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
Well... Delphine said to remember the 30th of Frostfall.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then? You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want.
She's still alive, they haven't gotten
This'll
to her.
just take a moment.
She's actually a very, very beautiful Breton
This
woman.
one always sticks.
Almost twice
There
my
we
age,
go.
but I can still see the
Only a
beauty in
couple
her.
more.
Wow. Would it even be possible to get through this door if you didn't want me to?
There we are. Come in, come in.
Wow.
Make yourself that's better. Now we can...
Come on. Come on.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
What do you mean it's hopeless?
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on?
All? Who do you think I am?
Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said.
Alduin,
The
yes.
dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead.
Okay.
No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Is that bad? Nothing can stop Alduin. So, Alduin, the dragon who's raising the others.
Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
You're talking about the literal end of the world? I know they call him the World Eater, but... No, this can't be the end.
Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries.
Oh, you're out of the loop.
It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater.
It's not hopeless, Esbern. I'm dragonborn.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn?
Yes?
Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuan?
Bucket, knife, book, ink pot, stone.
One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secret. It's for the Thalmor. There's one more.
I can protect you. I'm not too worried. As long as
Well,
this whole place
I guess
isn't
that's
flooded
good
with
Let's be off.
really powerful Thalmor. You actually have a nice place. It still smells a little because of the sewer, but... Lost Legends. Yeah, if I had to live in a place down here, this would be it. You have a desk to write, you have candles, nice bed. Alright, you ready to go then?
Yes? What is it?
I've got a lot of questions. Do you know the way out of here?
Yes. We should proceed cautiously.
Careful, there's Thalmor I found down here.
Knife, book, ink pot, stone. No.
Oh, further below, okay. Oh, hello. Sarana, come.
Knife, yes. Book.
Esbern,
yes.
I'm right behind you.
Bucket, yes. Ink pot, no.
This is where I found them. They were in the next section over. Oh, there you are, my love. Alright.
What was that?
Is that them? Careful. Is there a way up? I don't think so. Thalmor are here.
There you are.
Who are you?
Ashes to ashes.
Traitor? Did you guys get him? No, it's not good. Come up. He's got a note on him. Gisser's note. Description of target. Nord male, believed to go by Torald Jensen, may be an alias. Likely to be inquiring about Esbern and the Ratway. Do not approach. Inform your assigned contact immediately if spotted. Well, it seems I've made a lot of noise since the that diplomatic quest where I infiltrated their what was it called again? Embassy, that's it. The Thalmor Embassy. Come on, Esbern and my wife Serena, let's go.
Are about to burst.
Yes, good reason here. Found. Or is this stuff from the first one? First group? Back into the Ragged Flagon. Don't want to be in here. The only way to get in there is through the Ragged Flagon, huh? I would think that there would be another way out. That's strange.
So, what can I do for you today?
Nothing there, Delvin. Hey.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear.
Are you? How do you know Delphine?
Hasn't she told you? We were both blades, back when that still meant something. Now we are just fellow fugitives from the Thalmor. I didn't know she was still alive, but I'm not surprised. She was a survivor.
Picked up some new clients and did a few jobs.
Why are the Thalmor so interested in finding you?
Well, they've been hunting down blades since the Great War, on general principle. But if you mean me, now in particular, maybe they've started to get an inkling of what the return of the dragons means. I don't suppose they want the world to end any more than we do. Or at least they prefer to end it on their terms.
So what happened on the 30th of Frostfall?
It was a cold day. The end of Frostfall is nearly winter in the Gerol Mountains. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier, riding hard from the Imperial City. 30th of Frostfall, 171. 30 years ago. The Great War started that day. The Thalmor Ambassador delivered his ultimatum to the Emperor Titus Mede, the head of every Blades agent within the Aldmeri Dominion. I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end.
So, what is your reason for telling me the Dragonborn's so important?
Not yet, not yet. When we get to Riverwood with Delphi, I'll tell you both then.
Okay.
When I've collected my thoughts. I never expected. Well, suddenly here you are, and now I'm too muddled to explain myself. I still need some time to get used to the idea that there might be hope for us after all.
Okay.
We should keep moving.
I'll protect you with my life, which is odd because the blades are supposed to protect the Dragonborn. Oh, you want to go this way? Fine. Guess this is the fastest way out. And we're not out of it yet. I mean, they could attack us right here in Riften, out in the open. Well, wait, why am I... The Stormcloaks and the Thalmor are not friends. It would be more likely that they would attack me in an Empire-friendly place. Okay. This way. I guess we have to go to Delphine. I've got to escort Esbern to Riverwood.
Sure, we
Hello.
can talk a minute.
I've got to be on my way there. We took a carriage to Riverwood.
Did you need something?
Right, let's go meet Delphine.
Children sometimes.
Maybe I'll be able to get some answers, finally. Esbern might
Come
know.
on in. We got warm food, warm drink.
Oh, there you are,
warm
Dwar.
beds.
Yeah?
You're the Horker guy. Oh,
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Delphine.
Thanks.
It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way.
Right behind you, Delphine. Where's my wife?
Get away from me.
Oh, there she is. Come, Serena.
Disgusting.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonbow. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Aye, we can get
Esbern,
that
what?
for you. We just finished the timber
Give
for those
me
catapults.
just a moment.
War may be good for business.
Ah, here it is.
Hard on family.
You see, right here, Sky Haven Temple.
Let's drink the
Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, there's different tempos for the blades. You don't
This
know.
is where they built Aldrin's Wall to set down and
Aldrin's
store
Wall.
all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
No, I
Let's
haven't.
pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with
That's
stopping the dragon?
Skyhaven's temple.
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldrin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
Oh.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire,
Oh.
the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call.
That is actually the main area of, what do you call it? The Reachmen. That's where they go. Well, what is the best way to get there?
From Riverwood, the road south through Falkreath is the most direct route.
Oh.
Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth, and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are
Yeah,
everywhere.
I know.
Best be careful.
I wanted to avoid that place. It's supposedly where they're mostly congregated. Why don't we all go together? Let's travel there together. Are you ready to go?
Always. Let's go see if we can find this Sky Haven Temple.
You ready, Esbern? That's gonna be quite the trip. The four of us, then. Let's get going.
This is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
That's that, then. I always thought of this place as Delphine's place. Sven,
Hello.
why are you all bloodied up? Oh, whatever, I don't even want him to see me. Hello.
Need something?
Ah, Riverwood. I love this place. Enough of adventures for this old woman. It's time to rest.
Yes, if I had to retire to a place, couldn't defend it like my Lakeview Manor. I think Riverwood would be one of the best places. Oh, blue, purple, my favorite. Well, blue is my favorite, but bluish purple is beautiful. Alright, well, this is a good start. It's better to go during the night. Less Thalmor to be prowling around to find us. Right, let's be off. I guess I won't be getting much sleep for a while. But you know what? I'll bring you. I'll ride slow. Everybody follow me. I always liked Delphine and Esbern. With Delphine, I've gotten so used to this modded face of hers that when I look her up on the wiki, I don't even remember the original look she had. This gives her a beautiful face, arguably making her one of the best looking women in the entire game. Who says older women can't be hot? The irony there is that I'm nearly her age these days. As for Esbern, I always liked Max von Sydow. The actor, the voice actor. Yes, he died a few years ago, but he was a pretty good actor in his day. He at least had a unique look in the game with vanilla Skyrim. I think Delphine sort of does too, but not quite unique enough. And after I saw the mod that changes her looks, of course I had to use it. I've had it since around 2018. This upcoming part where you can escort them to Skyhaven Temple is always memorable for me. So yes, I will escort them there and show the entire thing. I like doing that and fast-forwarding it with music. Skyhaven Temple is something to behold. Sadly, once there, that is as far as I've ever gotten with the main quest. So, like Oblivion, where I finished the entire thing, including Shivering Isles and the Let's Roleplay I did, a year and a half back, this will be new, and considering it's Skyrim, my favorite RPG, it will be a great experience for me. No, Oblivion, as much as I liked it in its time, I just could never really get into it after playing Skyrim. The game mechanics of Skyrim are far superior to Oblivion, and though I love the Elder Scrolls, I didn't have as much fun as I would have liked when doing my Let's Roleplay of Oblivion. If you really want to see why, then go check out my video called The Elder Scrolls Comparison on my channel, under the Game Analysis playlist. It's the most watched video on my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.